We turn now to the ongoing battle over reproductive rights. In a first since Roe v. Wade was overturned, Louisiana has indicted a New York doctor for allegedly prescribing abortion medication online to a pregnant minor. The doctor, her company, and the patient's mother all now face felony charges.
New York's governor refusing to extradite the doctor, saying no doctor should go to jail for providing basic reproductive health care. And she joins us now, Governor Kathy Hochul. Thanks a lot for being on. We appreciate it and good to see you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone.
So let's talk about this shield law that protects this doctor right here. Can you tell us more about it, and could we see more doctors facing charges in the future?
Well, that's part of the collateral damage of the overturning of Roe v. Wade back in June of 2022. And we saw at that time of all the different ripple effect that it could have when every state came up with their own laws, and some incredibly restrictive, literally eliminating a right that women in this country have had for over 50 years. There are judges and prosecutors in other states that are literally going after New York State judges, and I protected them by signing a shield law into effect that says I will under no circumstances ever turn over a doctor from the state of New York to another state and have them face the prosecution and possibility of 15 years in prison. So that's what this country has come to. It's deeply disturbing, it's sad, but that's the reality we're facing in this. After the Trump administration put in these judges back under his last term, the Supreme Court is hostile to women's rights. And now women all across the country are suffering, but also now the doctors are exposed and vulnerable. But I won't let that happen here in New York.
Let's talk about those doctors. On Monday, you passed a bill aimed to give even more protection to those doctors prescribing abortion medication. Tell us exactly what this new legislation does.
Well, we also saw that there was some vulnerability because the reason they knew this doctor's name is that the doctor's name was literally on the prescription bottle. I mean, when they're investigating this as if it's some sort of horrific crime, and a mother and her daughter, wanting this medication, and they go to a doctor in New York and have it prescribed. And this is where more than half of abortions in the country are by telemedicine. It's very early stage. It's been working successfully for a long time. But what we said is, let's keep the doctors' names off of the bottles. You can put the name of the practice or even just the address on it. And across the state, pharmacies will have to follow that as well to make sure that when it goes out of state, that we follow this to just one more layer of protection for our doctors who are just simply doing what their oath tells them to do, because many times this medication is life-saving. There are people who want to go to term, but they're not able to because of some complication, and they deserve to have this option as well.
All right, Governor, let's talk about another topic. You just recently penned an op-ed on cell phones in schools. A lot of parents have their thoughts about this one. What exactly are you proposing?
We are proposing in the state of New York a bell-to-bell elimination on distractive devices. I'm going to talk about not just your cell phone, but a smartwatch and the earbuds, because what we're finding now, especially over the last 5-6 years, the number of teenagers who are contemplating suicide, depression rates, the stress that our kids are under, especially teenage girls, is incredible. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that they get no peace. They're in school all day long. A study came out that showed that of the 6.5 hours that our students are supposed to be learning, they're literally just playing and talking to people on their cell phones and going to social media sites. And we have addictive algorithms that are bombarding our kids with all kinds of messages, many of them not positive, but it also exposes our kids to bullying during the day. Or as one teenage girl told me, I did roundtables all across the state. She said, "You've got to save us from ourselves. We want to be able to put down the phone. We want to be able to disconnect, but we can't be the only one." And I'm a mother, first mom governor in New York. I understand when a child calls for help, we have to respond, and that's exactly what we're doing. The teachers want this as well. They are so tired of having to compete with a device and not able to teach or actually make a connection with students. This is what they're complaining about. So this is a way we can give these children a break, let them just disconnect, let them be kids again. And the impact on children in schools where they have already done this is incredible. The principals are saying the kids are laughing in hallways again. They're talking to each other, whereas it used to be absolutely silent because everyone was so addicted to their cell phone. So this is going to be hopefully passed with the legislature's support in a couple of months, go into effect in September in the state of New York.
New York Governor Kathy Hochul. Governor, thank you for coming on. We appreciate it, and please come back.
Certainly will. Thank you.
Thank you.